Hi, Patrick Redford here with my friend Ben Blau. You're familiar with these. These are the ESP symbols popularized in Ghostbusters, but these were developed by Dr. Ryan at Duke University to explore the existence of psychic phenomenon, heightened intuition, and so on. I thought I would sort of run you through a test that was actually used at the university to determine whether or not you were highly intuitive or not, in terms of your psychic ability, not in life, but just this. But the test, believe it or not, had 3 trials, and the first 2 had nothing to do with the symbols themselves. It just had to do with being able to differentiate between the 2 sets of colors, the blue set and the red set. But it's also good, at least in this test conditions, to use the same symbols in each set. That way, the cards are balanced the same in terms of the same amount of ink and so on and so forth. Let me give those a little mix, like so. And I'll deal them in a row like this. Now here's how the test runs down. It's a double-blind test. And instead of trying to figure out which ones are red and which ones are blue, your job is just to figure out which cards are different from the other cards. And this is done by hovering your hand above each card like this and trying to feel the difference. In other words, you're not saying this card is definitely red, this card is definitely blue. You just know that it's different from the other ones. A much more simpler test than trying to identify color. For me, when I do this, I actually get a little bit of a tingling in the back of the hand. I've had some people describe it as sort of a dulling numbness in the hand. It might not be that for you, but you'll feel something. If you feel nothing at all, the best you can do is just guess, but try not to do that. So hover your hand above each one. If you do feel that it's different than the rest, pull it towards you like that.
Okay.
And I'll let you do that. Again, there's only 3 that are different, so you're only going for 3.
Really sure, but so I just pull whichever ones.
Yep, just the 3 that you feel that are different from the rest.
That one, and that one.
Those 3 there. Moment of truth. Would you be impressed if they were at least different? The first 2 were at least different colors.
Sure.
In other words, if this one was blue, this one was red. Check it out. It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
But more importantly, is if every single one is perfect. And by the way, you not only separate out the colors, you managed to separate out the symbols as well. That's very good. Now for this to actually be relevant, and this is very impressive for your first try, you'd have to do this over and over and over again in multiple tests and continue to get it right within a certain amount for it to be relevant. But let's move on to phase 2 anyway, although that's very good. And phase 2 would just add additional cards. It'd be the same test with just more cards. So there's 10 cards, so there's 5 that are different this time. Again, they would be mixed up for that double-blind test. Now I can't lay them out as pretty because they don't have a large enough space here, so I'm just going to fan them out, I mean, it's just sort of like this. And I'll hold one card out this way, and you can hover your hand over top, and if it feels different to you, just like before, same feeling, it'll go into your pile. If not, we'll just leave it behind in the other. Ready?
Yeah, I just decide
which ones I want. Same game, one at a time.
Okay.
And you need 5 of them.
I'll take that one.
That one? So that's 1.
I'll take that one.
2. You need 3 more.
I'll pass.
Okay.
Pass. I'll take that one.
You need 2 more.
I'll pass.
Okay.
I'll take that one.
1 more.
Pass. And I'll take that one.
Do you want to have an exam? Do you want to have a look at the last one, or are you pretty good on it? By the way, I mean just sense, just to be sure, or.
So I can change this. For
yeah, if you want to.
All right, I'll change it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm sure.
Okay. Did they? I'm just curious what the last feeling there was for you.
I'm not exactly sure. Felt a little different.
Okay, well, we're going to call this side the red side. We'll call this side the blue side, since that seems to be where you started. But would you be impressed if this was also red and this was also blue? Mm-hmm. They are, in fact. That's pretty good. But more importantly is if every single one.
I didn't match.
That's perfect. You didn't match the symbols that time, but that's pretty good. But that's phase 3. Do you want to take it a step further?
Yes.
Most people don't usually get to go sort of all the way in this, but we can try it if you'd like. Phase 3 works this way. Just take any one of the 5 cards and just place it there without spending too much time thinking about it. No, just place it face down there.
Anyone?
Yeah, anyone you'd like. That one there. And you know what, I'll just take the whatever's on my bottom and just go ahead and shuffle up the rest so that they're in a random order that you don't even possibly know, and just deal them face up in a row there. And you don't know the order of these cards, obviously. I'll give them a mix up so it's a true double volume test. It'll place my 5th card on top. You're going to do the exact same thing in a moment. You're going to mix these 4 up. We'll stack them up in a pile and place the 5th card on top. But you're not going to do it randomly like I did. You're going to sort of let your subconscious drive the train. So let these sink into your mind for just a moment. Good, that's enough. But it's better if you're doing this without consciously focusing on the symbols. You're going to do this by taking any 2 symbols, switching them with each other, then taking the other 2 cards you haven't touched and switching those with each other as well. So switch 2, switch 2. In other words, you could start by switching these, then switching these. You could switch these and switch these. You could do the 2 on the ends and the 2 in the middles. There's lots of different combinations you could go for. Okay. Make a decision and do it now. And again, stack them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place your 5th symbol on top of everything, just like I did. How do you think you did?
I have no idea.
And you weren't doing that with any sort of conscious plan. You were just sort of letting your subconscious drive.
I suppose so, yeah.
Let's see how well we did. I have a star. Off to a good start. That could have been just a coincidence, though. Let's see how you did on the rest. A circle. Square. Maybe. You are highly intuitive. That is the best score I have seen on that test in a long time. Very good. Very good. Wow.